Your words shape your reality. There's an unseen force that governs everything around us, an energy truly understood by few, yet accessible to anyone willing to uncover its secrets. Since time immemorial, this power has been responsible for transforming lives, healing broken hearts, and manifesting miracles that defy all human logic. And the most astonishing part? It resides within you at this very moment, waiting to be awakened through something you use every day, but whose true potential you may never have realized. We're talking about the creative verb, the word that moves mountains and reshapes destinies. If you feel your life isn't flowing as it should, if doors always seem closed, if dreams remain just dreams, perhaps it's because you haven't yet discovered how to activate this primal force that has existed since the world's creation. If this content resonates with something deep within your heart, please give us a like so more people can uncover these insights, and subscribe to the channel to ensure you don't miss any revelations that could profoundly transform your spiritual journey. Let's begin at the very genesis of everything. In the book of Genesis, we find something that revolutionizes our understanding of the word's power. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. 3 simple words that brought forth all the reality we know. But have you ever paused to truly ponder what this signifies for your personal life? The Creator didn't use tools, didn't move hands, didn't manipulate matter. He simply spoke, and reality conformed to his word. And here lies the secret that can change everything. You were created in his image and likeness. This means that within you resides that very same creative capacity, that same authority over both physical and spiritual reality. So why, then, does our life often fail to mirror this truth? Why do our words seem to lack power? The answer lies in comprehending the vast difference between merely speaking and decreeing, between uttering empty words and activating the creative verb that dwells within your spirit. When Jesus walked the earth, he constantly demonstrated this principle. He didn't plead for miracles to happen. He decreed them. "Lazarus, come forth. Rise and walk. Be still and know that I am God." His words carried an authority that transcended the physical world because he understood a fundamental truth. Our external reality is always a direct reflection of what transpires within our inner world. And this brings us to the point that can revolutionize your existence. The law of attraction, so widely discussed today, is not a modern discovery. It's a spiritual principle, as ancient as creation itself. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. According to your faith, be it unto you. Whatever you ask in prayer, believing, you will receive. The distinction is that many people attempt to apply these principles without truly grasping the spiritual force that underpins them. It's akin to trying to illuminate a lamp without connecting it to its power source. True manifestation occurs when we align our thoughts, words, and emotions with the divine frequency pulsating within us. But there's something even more profound that needs to be unveiled. Your words aren't just sounds escaping your lips. They are decrees that reverberate in the spiritual realm even before they manifest in the physical. Every time you say, "I can't," "It's impossible," "It will never work," you are literally programming your reality to confirm these limiting beliefs. The issue is that most people don't realize they're constantly creating through their words, but they're creating the opposite of what they desire. They speak of scarcity and then wonder why abundance eludes them. They talk about illness and are surprised when their health deteriorates. They speak of loneliness and don't understand why relationships don't flourish. Now imagine if you could reverse this entire process. Imagine if every word that flowed from your mouth was a decree of transformation, a seed of miracle planted in the fertile ground of faith. This isn't just a possibility. It's your birthright as a child of the Most High. Allow me to share a revelation that has shifted the lives of thousands trapped in cycles of frustration and stagnation. There's a specific method, a sequence of spiritual principles that, when applied correctly, activate this creative force within you. If you feel prepared to discover how to access this inherent power, click the first pinned comment where I've left a special gift that will significantly accelerate your manifestation journey. However, before diving into practical techniques, it's crucial to understand why so many prayers seem unanswered, why so many manifestation attempts fall short. The answer lies in what I call spiritual interference, internal blockages that prevent your words from carrying the divine power necessary to transform reality. The first blockage is doubt disguised as humility. Many have been taught that desiring good things for themselves is selfish, that seeking abundance is materialistic, that dreaming big is presumptuous. This scarcity mindset does not originate from God. He is a father who delights in giving good gifts to his children. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. The second blockage is the disconnect between what you say and what you feel. Your words might declare one thing, but if your emotions are vibrating at a different frequency, you create a dissonance that cancels out the creative power. This is why Jesus consistently emphasized the importance of faith, not as a mental concept, but as an emotional state of absolute certainty. The third, and perhaps most devastating blockage, is unconscious self-sabotage. You might be speaking decrees of victory with your mouth, but if deep in your heart you don't feel worthy to receive, if there's guilt, shame, or feelings of unworthiness, your own limiting beliefs will work against your declarations. Now, how do we break these blockages and truly activate the creative verb? The first step is to understand that you're not trying to persuade God to do something for you. You are aligning your consciousness with what He has already prepared for your life. Before they call, I will answer. While they are still speaking, I will hear. Your words shape your reality. Allow this truth to permeate every cell of your being. It's not just a pretty phrase or a philosophical concept. It's a spiritual law as real as gravity. When you truly grasp this, every word becomes a sacred act, every declaration a ceremony of creation. The secret lies in learning to speak from a place of spiritual authority, not human need. Instead of saying, God, I desperately need money, you learn to decree, I am abundantly supplied because my Heavenly Father has already provided everything I need. Can you feel the energetic difference between these two approaches? One originates from lack, fear, and scarcity. The other flows from certainty, gratitude, and the recognition of who you truly are. And here's something that might surprise you. The universe responds not to what you need, but to who you are. When you speak and feel as someone who is already abundant, healthy, prosperous, and loved, your external reality reconfigures itself to mirror that internal truth. But there's a specific technique that exponentially amplifies the power of your words. I call it the tripartite decree, a way to structure your declarations that aligns spirit, soul, and body to the same creative frequency. First, you acknowledge the spiritual truth. For example, my Heavenly Father is the source of all abundance, and I am His beloved child. Second, you align your soul with this truth. I gratefully and joyfully receive all divine provision flowing into my life. Third, you declare the physical manifestation. My needs are abundantly met, and I prosper in everything I touch. Notice that it's not a plea. It's a recognition. It's not an attempt to convince God. It's an alignment with what He has already established. And when you speak in this manner, with genuine faith and a grateful heart, you activate spiritual forces that work tirelessly to bring that reality into the physical world. However, there's another crucial element most people overlook: the power of spoken words aloud. There's a monumental energetic difference between merely thinking something and verbally declaring it. When you speak your spiritual truths audibly, you are literally setting those words in motion in the quantum field of reality. The Bible states that faith comes by hearing. When you hear your own declarations of faith, when your words return to your ears charged with conviction and authority, something powerful occurs in your subconscious mind. It begins to accept these truths as current reality, not as future desires. And here's a revelation that can drastically accelerate your results: the importance of the present tense in your declarations. Instead of saying, "I will prosper," say, "I prosper." Instead of, "I will be healthy," declare, "I am healthy." Instead of, "I will find love," affirm, "I am loved and I attract wonderful relationships." This subtle shift completely reprograms your reality. You stop living in the energy of expectation and begin dwelling in the certainty of possession. And when you live as if you have already received, the universe conspires to confirm this new identity. Now, allow me to share a technique I personally use, which has transformed lives globally. It's what I call the decree breath. You'll inhale deeply, connecting with the divine presence within you. As you exhale, speak your decree with all the spiritual authority that exists within your being. For example, inhale deeply, connecting with God's infinite love, and upon exhaling, declare, "I am a perfect expression of divine love, and this love attracts harmonious and prosperous relationships into my life." Doing this 3 consecutive times creates an energetic reverberation that penetrates deeply into your consciousness. But there's something even more powerful I wish to reveal. It's about anticipatory gratitude, giving thanks for what hasn't physically manifested yet, but already exists in the spiritual dimension. When you give thanks in advance, you are declaring your absolute faith that it is already yours, simply awaiting the perfect moment to materialize. Jesus demonstrated this when he multiplied the loaves and fish. Before any multiplication occurred, he looked to heaven and gave thanks. He gave thanks for the abundance before he saw it. And it was precisely this attitude of anticipatory gratitude that opened the heavens and allowed the miracle to manifest. You can apply this same principle in your life. Begin to give thanks for healing before you see symptoms disappear. Give thanks for prosperity before the money arrives. Give thanks for the perfect relationship before you meet the person. This is not self-delusion. It's faith in action. And here's a secret few know. Your words of gratitude are even more powerful than your words of request. When you give thanks, you are declaring that you have already received. You are vibrating at the frequency of abundance, not lack. And the universe always responds to the frequency you are emitting. But for this to truly work, you need to understand the difference between hope and faith. Hope is wishing something will happen. Faith is knowing it has already happened. Hope looks to an uncertain future. Faith lives in the abundant present. Hope says, maybe. Faith declares, I know. When you speak from genuine faith, your words carry an authority that moves mountains. When you speak from hope, your words merely float in the air without creating real impact. The difference lies in inner conviction, in the unshakable certainty that you are a child of the King of Kings and that every good gift has already been prepared for you. And now I want to address something that might be hindering your manifestations: the importance of forgiveness. Many people don't realize that grudges, resentments, and a lack of forgiveness create energetic blockages that prevent their words from flowing with power. Jesus was clear. When you pray, first forgive. Forgiveness isn't a favor you do for the one who hurt you. It's a liberation you give to yourself. When you forgive, you remove the energetic chains that bind your creative force. You release your capacity to manifest, because there is no longer emotional interference blocking the divine flow. A powerful technique is to decree forgiveness aloud. I completely forgive all who have wronged me, and I release myself from all resentment. My heart is free to receive all the blessings God has prepared for me. Doing this with sincerity can break down barriers that have existed for years. Another crucial aspect is the consistency between your public and private words. It's futile to decree abundance when alone, and then speak of scarcity when with others. Your words in casual conversations are also decrees that shape your reality. Start consistently speaking about the blessings you wish to manifest. Instead of complaining about lack of money, begin discussing the opportunities that are emerging. Instead of focusing on health problems, emphasize the vitality you are experiencing. Instead of lamenting loneliness, celebrate the love that exists in your life. This shift in language changes your vibrational frequency. And here's something that will completely transform your experience. Learn to speak about your manifestations as if they are already present reality. When someone asks how you are, instead of saying struggling to pay the bills, respond, God has blessed me tremendously. You're not lying. You're declaring a spiritual truth that hasn't physically manifested yet. This practice trains your subconscious mind to accept abundance as its natural state. And when your subconscious mind accepts something as truth, it works tirelessly to make that belief a tangible reality. You become a magnet for the experiences that correspond to your declarations of faith. However, there's a specific time of day when your words have amplified power. In the first moments after waking and the last moments before sleeping. During these periods, your conscious mind is more relaxed, and your declarations penetrate deeper into your consciousness. Make it a habit to begin each day with decrees of victory. Before even leaving your bed, declare, "This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I am guided by divine wisdom, protected by infinite love, and everything I touch prospers." End each night by giving thanks for the manifestations that are on their way. And now, I want to reveal something that can drastically accelerate your results. The importance of decreeing not just for yourself, but also for others. When you bless other people with your words, when you declare prosperity, health, and happiness for those around you, you activate a powerful spiritual law that multiplies those blessings back into your life. Jesus taught, "Give, and it will be given to you." This applies not only to material resources, but also to words of blessing. When you become a source of positive decrees for others, you position yourself to receive an abundant measure in return. Begin to bless people with your words, and observe how your own life transforms. A transformative practice is to decree blessings for people you don't even know. When you see someone on the street, mentally declare, "May this person be blessed with peace, prosperity, and joy." When you hear of someone going through difficulties, declare, "May this situation be transformed into a testimony of victory." You are sowing seeds of miracles that will return multiplied. And here's a revelation about the power of words during spiritual fasting. When you combine your declarations with periods of fasting and prayer, you exponentially amplify your spiritual authority. Fasting breaks down resistance in the spiritual world and creates greater sensitivity to divine things. During a fast, your words penetrate deeper dimensions of reality. It's as if you are speaking from a place of greater authority, from a more intimate proximity to the divine. If you've never experienced decreeing during a fast, prepare for a transformative experience. But remember, fasting isn't about deprivation, it's about focus. You are temporarily redirecting your attention from the physical to the spiritual, creating a state of heightened consciousness where your words carry more power. Start with short fasts and observe how your declarations gain a new dimension of authority. Now, there's something crucial about persistence in your declarations. Many people give up when they don't see immediate results. But in the spiritual realm, there's something called gestation time. Just as a seed needs time to become a tree, your words of faith need time to fully manifest in physical reality. The key is to keep your declarations consistent, regardless of what you see around you. Continue decreeing health even when symptoms persist. Continue declaring abundance even when bills pile up. Continue proclaiming love even when you feel alone. Your persistence demonstrates genuine faith and accelerates manifestation. And here's something that will tremendously strengthen your conviction. Start documenting the small manifestations that occur in response to your words. Perhaps it's an unexpected opportunity, a synchronized encounter, a solution that appears out of nowhere. When you begin to notice these small miracles, Your faith is strengthened to decree greater things. Keep a manifestation journal. Write down your declarations and observe how life responds. You'll be amazed at how many divine coincidences begin to happen when you are attentive to the movements of the spiritual in your life. Each small confirmation strengthens your confidence for more audacious decrees. But there's a pitfall you absolutely must avoid: the temptation to question or retract your declarations when circumstances seem contrary. If you declared abundance on Monday and received an unexpected bill on Tuesday, do not allow that to cancel your decree. Stay firm in your words, knowing that God is working behind the scenes. Adverse circumstances are often tests of your faith. It's as if the universe is asking, do you truly believe what you are declaring? Your answer determines whether you receive the manifestation or revert to the previous cycle of limitation. Stand firm in your declarations regardless of what you see. And now I want to delve into something profound about the emotional quality of your words. It's not enough just to speak the correct words, you need to feel them. Your emotions are the fuel that gives life to your declarations. Words without emotion are like seeds without water. They won't germinate. When you declare abundance, feel genuine gratitude. When you proclaim health, feel vitality coursing through your body. When you announce love, feel your heart filling with warmth. This coherence between word and emotion creates an irresistible vibrational frequency that attracts your manifestations like a magnet. A powerful technique is to use emotional memories to amplify your declarations. Recall a time when you felt truly abundant, loved, or healthy. Connect with that emotion and then make your declarations from that emotional state. You are anchoring your words in real experiences of wholeness. And here's something that can completely revolutionize your results. Learn to decree in the language of celebration, not of need. Instead of saying, I need a job, declare, I celebrate the wonderful professional opportunities flowing into my life. Basi, can you feel how the energy shifts completely? The language of celebration places you on the frequency of abundance. You are not asking as someone who lacks. You are celebrating as someone who has already received. And when you live in this frequency of anticipatory celebration, you become irresistible to the blessings you desire to experience. But there's an even deeper level of manifestation I want to reveal: the power of decreeing identities, not just circumstances. Instead of merely declaring, you will have money, declare that you are prosperous. Instead of asking for health, proclaim that you are healthy. Instead of wishing for love, affirm that you are loved. When you shift your declarations from having to being, you are transforming your fundamental identity, and your reality will always align with who you believe you are. If you see yourself as prosperous, prosperous you will become. If you identify as healthy, health will be your experience. If you recognize yourself as loved, love will flow naturally into your life. This is the difference between temporary manifestation and permanent transformation. When you change circumstances, they can revert to their previous state. When you transform identity, the change is lasting because it comes from within out, from being to having, from the spiritual to the physical. And now I want to share a truth few comprehend. Your most powerful words are often the simplest. I am loved. I am blessed. I am prosperous. I am healthy. These simple declarations, when spoken with genuine faith, carry more power than complex prayers uttered without conviction. Simplicity allows the truth to penetrate deeply into your consciousness without mental interference. Your mind doesn't have time to question or analyze. It simply receives and accepts. Begin to use simple, powerful declarations and observe how they become lived truths in your experience. There is also the power of first-person plural declarations. We are blessed. Our family prospers. Our home is filled with peace. When you include your loved ones in your declarations, you are creating an energetic field of protection and blessing. that encompasses all those you cherish. This is especially potent for parents and leaders. Your words carry authority over those under your care or influence. Use this authority wisely, always to bless, never to curse. Your positive declarations over your children, spouse, team, or community create a spiritual atmosphere that favors growth and prosperity. And now, as we draw near the culmination of this journey of discovery, I want you to grasp something fundamental. You are not acquiring a new technique. You are rediscovering a capacity that has always resided within you. You are activating a power that is your birthright as a child of the Most High. The creative verb that moves the spiritual world isn't somewhere distant. It dwells within you. Every word you speak can be a decree of transformation. Every declaration can be a seed of miracle. Every pronouncement can be a portal to a new reality. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Use your words wisely. Speak life, not death. Declare blessing, not cursing. Proclaim abundance, not scarcity. Your words don't just affect you, they create ripples that touch everyone around you. If this content has transformed your understanding of the power of words, if you feel you've finally found the key to manifesting the life of your dreams, please hit that like button so more people can be blessed with these insights. Subscribe to the channel, activate notifications because we have many more transformative revelations coming your way. Your words create your reality. Now, I want you to leave a powerful declaration of faith in the comments about something you are manifesting in your life. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid to dream big. Declare with authority, knowing your words possess creative power. Let's create an atmosphere of faith in the comments, where each declaration amplifies the others. Remember, you are not a victim of circumstances. You are the creator of your reality through the divine power residing within you. Your words are decrees from heaven to earth. Use them wisely, speak with authority, and prepare to witness your life transform in ways you never imagined possible. The creative verb is active within you now. So be it, and so it is.